Once upon a time, in a quiet little village, there lived an elderly woman who seemed to carry a spark of light wherever she went. She was kind, wise, and above all, genuinely happy. People from all over would visit her, sometimes for advice and sometimes just to feel her positive energy. One day, a curious young man approached her and asked, "How do you do it? No matter what happens, you're always smiling. Don't you ever feel defeated when things go wrong?" The old lady gave him a gentle, knowing smile. "My dear," she said, "life is a roller coaster of ups and downs. We all have our share of good days and bad days. But I've learned a simple truth. Happiness comes from inside, not from what's happening around me." The young man looked puzzled. "What do you mean? How can anyone be happy when life hits them hard?" To explain, she shared a piece of her own journey. "When I was young, I had a beautiful family. We weren't rich by any means, but we were content. Then tragedy struck. My husband fell seriously ill, and we simply didn't have the money for his medicine. We fought for him with everything we had, but he passed away. It was the darkest chapter of my life. I cried until I had no tears left, thinking I'd never feel joy again. After some time, I had a realization. Staying drowned in sorrow wasn't going to bring him back. My children needed a mother who was present, and I needed to find a reason to keep going." She leaned in and whispered, "Every single morning, the moment I wake up, I tell myself, today is a fresh start, and I will find something to be happy about." Some days are much harder than others, believe me, but I always find a small win. Maybe it's the warmth of the sun on my face, a flower blooming in the garden, or a conversation with a friend. But I remind myself that everything is temporary. Even the stormiest weather eventually clears. When things get tough, I tell myself, this too will pass. You see, happiness is a choice. You can choose to obsess over the pain, or you can choose to seek out the good. It takes practice, but it is absolutely possible. Deeply moved, the young man thanked her and left. From that day on, he began to apply her wisdom, looking for the silver lining in every situation. Slowly but surely, his life transformed. He became more resilient and found joy in the smallest moments. Word of her philosophy spread, and soon the entire village began to change. The village became a much brighter, happier place, all thanks to the woman who shared the secret of true fulfillment. At the end of the day, happiness is a choice that starts from within. No matter how difficult the path may get, we can find joy in the small things.